Hello, 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 hello! Greetings, salutations, konnichiwa, and every other form of greeting across this vast, marvelous multiverse. I am Matsu Quinox. This is Horace, and welcome back, my friends. Welcome back, my dear scholars, to the study. It's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful to have you all here. Oh my goodness. It seems like, well, I haven't spoke to any of you since last year. It seems quite a long time, in fact. Oh my goodness, goodness, goodness. Ah, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you've started off this new year with some wonderful times, some wonderful events, maybe some wonderful socialization. Oh, hello there, Sophia, and thank you for the subscription once again. Yes, it's wonderful to see you. Ah, yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you're doing well. Ah, my goodness gracious. Oh, hello there, Dr. Zadium. Welcome once again. Ah, excuse me. My voice a little bit. Um, we've been trying to dig out more of the snow from here, but as soon as we got it clear, more snow came. And at this point, I'm just wondering, is there a point to even trying? Hello there, Jewelry Jelly. Welcome. I'm glad to have you here at our little at the study. As you can tell, I'm a little bit out of sorts. Like I said, it's been so long since I've spoken to you. Not since last year, in fact, and I'm trying to once again jump on board from where I left off. Oh, and we have a new scholar who's now following us. Pokemon breeder Oniharu. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the subscription. Not the subscription, for the follow. Oh my goodness, for the follow. Oh, I'm all over the place. Sophia, just stay in the library. Why leave? Um, Actually, I haven't left the library. Um, excuse me. The snow room door has gotten itself jammed open, so it is constantly producing snow at a rapid rate, which is starting to fill out some of the rooms that are not occupied at the moment, unfortunately. So I am trying, well, Horace and I are trying to clear it out as best we can. So far, our attempts have been mediocre at best. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. But it's wonderful to have you all here. I do these streams just for you, my dear scholars. And it just brings me so much joy to see you here once again. So, tonight we are going to be playing more Return to Monkey Island. Oh, it's been a while, and I am really looking forward to this once again. I think the last time we played it was 2 weeks back. I think that's what the case was. Oh, it seems like forever. But I'm actually really looking forward to playing more of the adventures of Guybrush Threepwood, Mighty Pirate, or whatever he's calling himself and doing this time around. I don't bother keeping track. So, my dear scholars, should we get the game going? What say you? Or shall we chat a little bit more? Because I'm fine with either. And I'd like to have some feedback from my scholars. Dr. Zadium, I say do it. I suppose you mean the gaming. Okay. you, you, you answered me right in the middle of, that's a very mathematician's answer there. Alright then. Well, we might as well get ourselves started. Excuse me. Oh, this dry air in this library. We have to keep it dry. Otherwise, the humidity will damage the books, which is odd since there are several rooms. There's one room which is actually underwater. Can you believe it? It is called the, what was it called again? Oh, the Sapphire Cove room. The entire room is underwater, as are the books. Don't ask me how it works. I've been here for about hold on, 5 million years, 6, something like that. I forget And even I have not figured out all the mysteries of the study. That's what you get when you're stuck in a infinite library. But anyway, I digress. So then let us part the curtains. As so. Let's see if this will work once again. We haven't played it in a long time. I'm really looking forward to this. Oh, that music. I love that music. Load game. Let's see. We're right here.
Do you remember where we were?
It's been 2 weeks. Of course we don't remember. Of course we don't remember where we were. So I've said this like 50 times already, but I love this recap feature.
Kind of. But remind me a little?
Okay. So the secret of Monkey Island was in a safe at the voodoo shop, and I was looking for the 5 golden keys that would open it.
Oh, yeah,
I had managed to find 2 keys and was working on the other 3. I wasn't sure where LeChuck or Captain Madison were, but I was sure they were up to something. Elaine was on Scurvy Island, working on stuff for the Marley Foundation. There was a lot to think about, but I was keeping my to-do list up to date, and the main thing was finding those golden keys.
Oh, so this one's a little more generic, because usually they get into a little bit more detail on what's going on, but this time I think they're a little more generic in what they're finding. Dr. Zadium, Ron Gilbert is on Mastodon, by the way. Oh, interesting! That's very interesting. Good to know. So, since they didn't talk about it, last time we found out that the queen of this island, Bermuda, har, puns galore, I hate puns, Bermuda, the queen of Bermuda has one of the golden keys in her crown. But of course, only the queen can access it. So, we have decided, somehow, that we are going to challenge the queen for the throne. And there are 3 tasks we have to do. And our first task that we decided to do was to do an eating contest where we have to try and eat a great deal of fish. But unfortunately, it ended up that I had the wrong type of fish, so I had to rush back and get the right type. But we have the right type now, and we are going to try and challenge her once again. And see if we can actually do this, because I have no idea. Excuse me.
Oh, most regal, high, authoritative, benevolent ruler person.
Yes.
What was it? Oh yeah, hardiness. We wanted the contest of hardiness.
I challenge you to the contest of heartiness.
First time chat, Saturn Girl, give her some spicy food. Oh, hello there, Saturn Girl! Welcome, welcome, welcome to the study! It's good to have you here.
Wait
Please.
a moment. The bucket of plenty contains no plenty. There are no fish here whatsoever, and the contest cannot be held without fish. Everyone go home.
Wait, was I supposed to put the bucket of... Was I supposed to fill the bucket of plenty? Did I forget to fill the bucket of plenty? How do I... Check the mezzanine. Okay. But welcome, Saturn Girl. It's wonderful to have you here, joining us here at the study. Saturn Girl, I got spicy food. Oh, sounds marvelous. I do like a bit of spicy food myself. I have to go in there. Guessing. Okay, yeah, so I got... How did I not notice this?
Today's contest of hardiness will feature hagfish.
For those who don't know hagfish,
It's an empty bucket. Smells
if
pretty
I
fishy,
recall it, hagfish has this very nasty tendency to secrete copious amounts of mucus if you grab a hold of them. It is actually quite disgusting. And I can only
though. It's an
imagine
empty bucket. Smells pretty fishy, though.
what it's like to eat.
Ugh, they're more like snakes than fish.
Siren Girl, yep, eel like bottom feeders. Yep. So we are going to put that fish in the bucket.
It's filled with hagfish.
I could do without this. Oh! I forgot. So this is where we do it. And time to try the contest.
Ooh, a challenge.
We're probably gonna suck at this. I have no doubt, because I have no idea what I'm doing.
In the defender's chair, the passed down stomach of Othina the Ninth, reigning Queen of Bermuda,
I'm sure
and
there's an
undisputed
extra
Spartan
step we're
champion.
forgetting.
And in the challenger's chair, all the way from the Southern Caribbean, still in possession of nearly all of his original teeth,
really?
the newcomer, Guybrush Threepwood, aka Mr. Elaine Martin. If you
Fair
will each
enough.
now select your first fish and place it on the plate in front of you.
I don't know why, but the judge reminds me of Christopher Lee.
This looks like a good one, relatively speaking.
And now, let the eating commence!
Oh.
Oh, feels like it's
Oh
wiggling in my
no.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and
So there has to be a way we
champion, Queen Othina.
There has to be a way we can cheat at this. There's gotta be a, well, not cheat or something. There's gotta be something we can do to make it so that we can eat that fish.
Grunt. Grunt.
Oh yes, the
mouth.
you're very obviously the philosopher of this group. There's gotta be something we can do. I'm trying to think. Something we can find. I wonder. So it's hagfish. Let me take a look one more time in the contest of hardiness room. Because I'm guessing somehow we're supposed to be able to... Some matches. Go to map. I have no idea what the chicken feed's for. Coin purse, disguise poem. I'm not gonna do a hit because I am too stubborn for that. Okay. Is there something here? There's gotta be something we can do. Okay, I'm gonna... I wonder.
A bucket filled to the brim with rotten fish bones.
Can we take
A
it?
bucket filled to the brim with rotten fish bones. I'm staying far away from this.
Okay. I have the feeling we have... I'm trying to think. Let's see.
Toasty.
Let's see. Go back to the castle for a second.
At the end of the plank.
My only copy. Please don't touch it.
It's slowly filling up with castle.
So nothing in here we can take. I have a feeling we have to go back to the island. What am I saying? There's many islands. What am I saying? I have the feeling we have to go back to Melee, because I have a feeling it has something to do with the fishmongers. So we'll try that.
Hello.
Hey, how about a burping contest?
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Always.
We're not gonna do very well, are we? There's something Poor pufferfish.
Aye, well done. I hereby
Well, that's very
declare
generous of
us
him.
all the winner.
Okay. Where are those
What are those fish up there called?
Floaters. Best not ask why.
Oh, hello there, Time Sage. Welcome and thank you for the subscription. Kintron had to look it up, but yeah, you win the contests by cheating. Well, that's the only way Guybrush wins anything. So I'm trying to figure out, well... And so obviously I'm not going to get anything out of him.
You'll find none better.
I need to figure out... Ghoul Skeleton! Hey, what did I miss? Well, we just tried to do the contest of hardiness and eat it from a bucket of hagfish, and it went about as well as you would suspect. So I'm trying to find a way to cheat at the contest.
Hello? It's not like her to leave the place unlocked. Also, I smell brimstone and beard oil. LeChuck's been here, and that magical glow on the safe is new. I bet
Well, that's
his
very
work.
obvious.
Unless it's Captain Lila.
Okay. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else where I can find what I need to, well, basically cheat. At this point, I'm kind of guessing everything I'm doing. 'Cause- Time Sage, would you like to phone a friend? Not yet. Not just yet. Oh, thank you for the subscription, Jewelry Jelly. Thank you. It's wonderful. It's appreciated.
You should probably put out the rest of these flames.
Thanks, I'll do that.
So my guess is we either have to figure out a way to, like, dump the hagfish, or a way to make it taste better so that we can eat it. Hopefully it's something I have already and don't have to keep wandering about for. Unless I have to... I wonder. Cool Skeleton, I'll be AFK for a bit, but I'll still be watching. Alright. No pressure. Not like me, who's
It's an empty bucket.
trying to
Smells
figure out
pretty
how
fishy,
this is
though.
working. There's gotta be something. Hopefully it's something I have already. Sound girl, throw in some Swedish fish. I wish. Oh, that would be tasty. I can't do that. Is there anything I can mix with this? limes are kind of useless, aren't they? Can I put some limes in here? Nope. Nope. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Need to figure out something. What is there I can... That's not very helpful. Oh boy.
The wind must have blown out the fire.
I don't think there's anything in the courthouse I can grab. Is it something that I forgot on another island? Nope. Oh darn it. Is it something I forgot on another island? Is it on an island I haven't visited yet? What is it? What am I not doing right? Let's see. Was it something that I forgot? I'm trying to think. Because it's either something that we have to, like I said, get rid of the fish while they're not looking, or we're supposed to make the fish more palatable. All right, Time Sage, you can give me a slight hint. I don't want overt answers, but a slight hint would be appreciated. I'm sorry, my dear scholars. This is getting a little bit. Kintron, maybe less. Oh, I see. Something that I've got to make more taste awful. If only there were someone who dealt with food around. Okay. Is it on the island? Hopefully it's someone on this island. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Saturn Girl Sanji would not be pleased. Probably not. So it's gotta be someone on the island who dealt with food. Oh, I see. I think I'm guessing. I see what you're hinting. I'm guessing I gotta go back. So I was kind of close. Oh. I think I know what you're talking about. Or not. So not this chef.
You should probably put out the rest of these flames.
Thanks, I'll do that.
Oh, I'm supposed to. I have a feeling I'm gonna regret this. I see. I get the hint, I think. Okay, let's see. Let's see if this works again. Where's that thing?
Hello? Anyone up there patrolling the deck? Ready to kick me into the sea? Sounds like the coast is clear. I hope. Unless it's a trap.
You are a disgrace to the pirating profession.
I'm more focused on the staying alive profession right now, thanks. So far, so good.
Can I use the disguise anymore, or is that...
I think it's out of juice.
So I can't use that. I see. I think. Oh, my goodness me, no.
It's kind of soothing in a weird way.
Can I use? I feel like. Is there something I can do here? 'Cause that's the only chef I know of. Oh! 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 I think I get it. Hello, Bob. Bye, Bob. I think I get it now. Thank you, my dear scholars. Thank you. It's much appreciated. Even this omniversal interdimensional librarian can get stuck once in a while. So I'm guessing what I gotta do.
It's filled with hagfish.
Okay.
That ought to give it some zip. It's filled with hagfish and demons.
We are so evil. Well, we are a pirate after all, so that's a given.
If you would each now select your first fish and place it on the plate in front of you. Mr. Threepwood, we await your selection of fish. And now,
This may be a bit spicy.
let the eating commence. Well, it seems that both contestants are having some fun. I declare this contest a draw. Contestants may now seek medical attention if they so decide.
Oh, we are cruel. We are so cruel. Oh. Times we didn't cheat quite enough. Oh no. Sarah girl, oh wow, I was right about the spicy food. You were! You were right about the spicy food. Oh my goodness. So let's see. Excuse me. Siren Girl. Now I've never played these games. Oh, they're wonderfully fun. Okay, let's go back. Alright. Maybe it's warm in here. Siren Girl reminds me of the old King's Quest. There is a difference. You cannot die in any of the LucasArts games, which was a direct answer to the tendency for Sierra games to be incredibly difficult and at times very, very unfair. So LucasArts games won't let you actually kind of... You can't lose, really. It's more about getting to the end rather than, you know, having to start, stop, start, stop, start, stop.
Oh, most regal, high, authoritative, benevolent ruler person.
Yes.
All right. Do you want to challenge her to the contest of hardiness, or challenge her to the contest? Not hardiness. We already did hardiness. Do we want to challenge her to the contest of intelligence or the contest of seriousness? Which one shall we do, my dear scholars? Cool Skeleton says seriousness. Siren Girl says seriousness. Serious. Time Stage, we didn't win hardiness. No, we didn't. So, wait. Do we have to win all 3 of them? So we have to cheat even more then. I'm guessing. Okay.
Thank you for the audience. I'll take my leave.
I
Very
see.
well.
Okay.
You may go.
So let's get back there and try and cheat some more. We have everything we need. Okay. Kintron. 3-point cheating? That'd be a switch. Okay, let's see.
That ought to give it some zip.
Can we put some more? No, we can't. Nope. Is there anything else we can add? Nope. So we got that. Everything we need. So I'm guessing the pepper is good enough. I'm guessing. Wait. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second.
I don't think so. Ah, limey. You can smell the ascorbic acid.
Oh. I'm gonna try this one. I'm gonna give a guess here. I'm gonna give a guess.
If you would each now select your first fish and place it on the plate in front of you.
Oh no.
Please take a fish and put it on your plate. And now,
This may be a bit spicy.
let the eating commence.
I can't skip. Darn it. Can't skip. If only there was a way to not eat spicy fish. Well, after this, I will try again.
Well, it seems that both contestants are having some trouble.
Oh, I never get tired of 3-foot being in trouble.
Contestants may now seek medical attention if they so desire.
Okay, so it's gotta be something that we got. Only there was a way we didn't have to eat spicy fish. That's everything we have. It's gotta be something we can either eat or put in our mouth. We got firewood. I don't know why we need coins. Because I thought my thought was, you know, you would suck on a lime and it would make your lips pucker up, so you couldn't eat the fish. That was my thought. it's gotta be something we have. Huh. So we have everything we need. Wait. Oh.
It's filled with hagfish.
Let me see. Put some pepper on there. I wonder if we can.
That ought to give it some zip.
I wonder.
It's filled with hagfish.
Oh. I think I know what we have to. I'm guessing.
That ought
I'm
to give it some
guessing.
zip.
When we choose the hagfish, I wonder.
If you would each now select your first fish and place it on the plate in front of you.
Oh, I think I know. Oh,
You will also need a fish.
okay.
It's my official contest of hardiness plate.
Apparently, I'm doing this. Oh, there it is.
Please place your fish
I
on the
see.
plate. And now,
there we
let
go.
the
I was
eating
close.
commence.
Thank you for the reminders. Thank you for the reminders. Oh.
Two bites? That's more than she ate, right? I can stop now.
Yes, you can stop it now. Ladies and gentlemen, your new champion of hardiness with 2 bites and a squad.
It's one of those
is
so simple overlooked
Mr.
exclude. Yes,
Creeper.
it's one of those. Hello there, Detsuo, by the way. Welcome. Oh.
One contest down. Two
So
to
we
go.
got one contest down. Let's see if we can figure out how to cheat at the others. Oh. Meanwhile.
You found it like this?
It was over 200 years old. It's the only one on the irreplaceable natural resource. What are we supposed to do with it now?
Oh, they're still crying.
How many people besides yourself even know the location of this tree?
Not many at all. I did tell
Of
someone about it
course.
just recently, but,
But what? Who was it?
well, coincidence.
Cool skeleton. Ooh, guy rushes in for a weapon. Yes. Oh, we are. Okay. So we need to find out how the contests go, obviously, first, and then we figure out how to cheat at it. Okay, let's see. Time sage. So this is why Guybrush needs Elaine around, of course.
Oh, most regal, high,
Excuse me.
authoritative, benevolent ruler person.
Yes.
Alright, do we want to challenge her to the contest of intelligence or the contest of seriousness? Pick one, my dear scholars. Cool skeleton, we dumb. Yes, we are. We are very dumb. Siren Girl says, let's get serious. I would do that in a duck voice, but I can't manage it. Alright, Kintron says seriousness. Let's try it.
I challenge you to the contest of seriousness.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your viewing pleasure, we present, for only the 11th time this week, the contest of seriousness. Yay!
I have a feeling I know
On
how to
this
do
side,
this, but
the
we'll
reigning
see
queen,
how
Odina the
it
Ninth
goes.
of Bermuda. And on this side, the challenger, Mr. Elaine Marley, aka Guybrush Threepwood, currently unemployed
Fair.
and of no fixed address. If you will all come to order, the contest will begin.
Excuse me.
The first contestant to laugh is the loser.
I think I know how it's done.
Have you heard the one about the guy who put an ice cube on a scurvy dog? He said it was chilly.
Is that the best you've got?
I'm gonna give a guess. Oh, it's not that. Wait. Oh, come on. Okay, read Elaine's note. We'll try one of these. Well, that doesn't help me. Okay. Stop it.
Can I call it timeout?
No.
So we need some jokes, I'm guessing. That's not gonna do me good. Oh, I clicked that one. I should have clicked that! What was I not? I wasn't thinking! Okay, well, we call a pair with one leg. Which one should we do, my dear scholars? What do you call a pair with one leg? Why can't the ocean take off its boots? Or what's the difference between a swabby and a mop? Choose, my dear scholars. 1, 2, or 3. I'm a bit slow today, aren't I? Cool Skeleton says mop. Kintron says 3. Well, that's good enough for me.
What's the difference between a swabby and a mop?
Heard it. You might as well give up. I have heard every joke there is in this world.
Contestants, the time limit has been reached. As
Sound
neither
girl,
of you has
the parrot
laughed,
is no
the
more.
contest
It has
is a
ceased
draw.
to be. It
See ya.
has gone to meet its maker. It has been flung down the curtain and joined the choir invisible. If this parrot had been nailed to its perch and be pushing up daisies, this is an X-parrot! So I think we're supposed to grab it. We're supposed to find a joke. Sound girl, I do know the entire skit by heart. I won't do it here though. Okay, so we need to find a joke. I wonder, the governor's mansion has books. Well, except do we really want to go back to Melee after being in trouble?
Come on!
I thought there might be a book here that might have a joke or two on it, but I'm guessing not?
The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station.
Just heard every joke in the world. Oh! Well. Okay, well I could try asking Murray.
Comfy?
When is my lunch break as mandated by the Figureheads Guild?
Did you just make that up?
A good guild starts with an idea.
Say, you're not still spying for Madison, are you?
Our alliance ended when she had me dropped from a precipice.
Aw.
I know, I just had this sudden weird idea that that might have been a setup.
Your paranoia is exceeded only by your oafishness.
So we need something that's not from this world. I tried the Chuck ship again.
I'll make this quick. I don't know when LeChuck's coming back.
Maybe Bob knows something.
So, obviously I'm actually Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. Again. I assume that's your real skin this time?
Yeah, sorry for tricking you with the other two.
Two?
One. That's not my best subject.
Either way, don't worry about it. You're LeChuck's rival, not mine. I've got better things to worry about. Also, I enjoyed the book you brought me.
Oh!
Are you finished with the joke book yet?
Oh!
Emotionally, yes. It's not that long, and I've read it 16 times already.
Can I have the joke book back?
Then what am I supposed to read?
You said you were finished. You've read it 16 times.
It's boring reading it over and over, but it's better than
We have to
nothing.
give him something to read, I see.
Hang in there, Bob.
Still not funny.
Okay, so we have to get the joke book from him. I wonder if you... So we have to give something. Okay, LeChuck's diary.
Hey, Bob, I've got a great book for you.
Oh.
It's LeChuck's personal diary.
Yikes. I wouldn't want to be caught with that. And you shouldn't either.
Oh, wait. I think I'm being stupid. I think we can take one of the books from the governor. I think I was close. You could take one of the books from the governor's mansion and then give it to Bob. And
Wait your turn.
no.
Can I borrow this book?
Fine, fine.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this.
How much you want to bet he doesn't? So we are going to take that to Bob and trade it for the joke book, which we'll then use to get ourselves to win that little contest.
Hey, Bob, I've got a great book for you. It seems relatable. It's At the End of the Plank.
Oh, I read that with my book club. It's a mediocre story about a robot pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station. The ending's no good.
What kind of books do you like?
At this point, I'd have to say long ones. I go
Oh.
for pure, unadulterated, massive
Okay, I
length.
saw one.
The trouble with books is that they end.
I know what he wants. I know what he wants. Siren Girl, yo ho, what be a pirate's favorite letter? I don't know. What be a pirate's favorite letter? Okay, so I have to go back. We are guess. A.
Thanks.
Thanks for returning my book.
I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it.
Siren Girl, the C.O.
Can I borrow this book?
To be honest,
Fine,
I thought you were
fine.
gonna say R. Alright, I think this will work. Siren Girl, that is the typical answer folks give. Oh, yes, sir. But it be the C. I see. I'm going too far. I still need to get. These are. Okay, I think I've got it, Bob. You're gonna love this book.
Hey, Bob, would you like to read this book? It's about a voyage that never ends.
Sounds interesting. And long. Here's your joke book back.
Just what we needed. Yo, I just looked up the VA of Bob, and it's actually Rob Paulson. Yes, of course. That's why it sounds so familiar. Ah, no wonder. Okay. Let's see. Time to do this again. Excuse me.
If you will all come to order, the contest will begin. The first contestant to laugh is the loser.
What do you call a pirate with 12 swords? Whatever he wants you to.
It'll take more than that to crack me up.
Which one should we do? Why do demons have horns on their heads? What do you call a demon who is always on fire? Or what did the demon say when he stepped on a pitchfork? 1, 2, or 3, my dear scholars. Which one? I need some hydration. That helps. Kintron says 2. What do you call a demon who is always on fire? Intriguing choice. Anyone else wish to make a choice? Ah, Cool Skeleton says 2 as well. Well, Sound Girl, why so many demon jokes? Because this is a demon joke book. We stole this from LeChuck's ship, which is run by ghosts, demons, and various undead.
What do you call a demon who is always on fire? Burn-y!
Oh! It wasn't that funny.
I've never heard that one before.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is Guybrush Threepwood.
Where did you get that book? I'm confiscating this.
Oh dear. Well, we won the contest of seriousness. Only one contest
Only one
left
more
to.
contest to go.
Oh dear. Sound Girl, did he say Bernie? Yep, he said Bernie. Okay, let's see. So, Oh no.
I can't tell you how.
Oh no.
Assuming you're real, of course. Just because I can see it doesn't necessarily mean you're real. Case in point.
No.
You'll never guess who I thought was here in the cave stealing my golden key. But then he just vanished. Which is something hallucinations do that real people generally don't. Come to think of it, though, where is that key? I had it right here, and there aren't that many places it could have gone.
We're in real deep trouble, aren't we? So we gotta do the last contest, which involves math. Math is not a good subject for me, to be honest. I mean, Horace here can tell you. I'm terrible at math. What was that? Well, no, obviously I can do a little bit of math. Look, I was just being general about it, Horace. You know? Well, I know, but that's part of the joke. I'm trying to be funny. What do you mean I'm not being that funny? What do you mean I'm out of practice? Of course I'm not out of practice. Look, we'll talk about this after the stream. Maybe you can give me a little bit of suggestions on what I can do next time to be even more funny. Okay. All right. We'll talk about this later.
Oh Hail, most regal, high, authoritative, benevolent ruler person.
Yes.
I challenge you to the
Let's
contest of
let's see how
intelligence.
bad this will be.
Welcome, Your Majesty, and Mr. Marley / Threepwood to the contest of intelligence. In front of each of you is an advanced algebra problem. You are to solve it as completely as you can, and remember to show your work.
No.
No peeking, no copying, no swapping papers, and no cheating whatsoever. I will return in 20 seconds to grade your papers. Your time starts now.
No.
I don't have the slightest idea how to solve an algebra problem.
Oh, can we swap?
I'll take your papers.
I'm guessing we can swap them. Try that next time.
No surprises here. Queen Odina has delivered a clear and correct answer with a step-by-step
don't
proof.
remind me of
Mr.
any of this.
Threepwood has done a small doodle resembling a sword. Queen Odina is the winner.
Better luck next time.
I'm guessing we can swap the papers. Somehow. Siren Girl, I am only half Korean, so I need to check my work. Oh. So, I'm gonna try and see if we can swap the papers. Let's see if this will work.
I will return in 20 seconds to grade your papers. Your time starts now.
No funny business, Buster. No copying.
Okay, so we have to distract her somehow.
I don't have the slightest idea how
So
to
we have to
solve
figure
an
out a
algebra
way
problem.
to distract her.
Time's up. I'll take your papers. No surprises here. Queen Odina has delivered a clear and correct answer with a step-by-step
what?
proof. Mr. Threepwood
All our
has
answers
drawn a
have
series
been
of
on-
mustaches on the polynomial. Queen Odina is the winner.
All our answers so
luck
far
next
have been on
time.
LeChuck's ship. I'm gonna check LeChuck's ship to see if there's anything else we can take. Siren Girl, maybe the bucket. I don't know. Maybe the bucket. Oh, obviously. What am I saying? You're right. You're right. There's the draft.
I can feel all the warmth escaping up the chimney.
I wonder. You're right. You're right. But oh, we got the
Now it
matches.
at least looks like a fireplace.
We have the matches. I forgot. Where's the matches? Where are the matches?
I could do this professionally.
Oh, sneezed a little bit there. Oh, goodness. Let's see if that affects anything.
I will return in 20 seconds to grade your papers. Your time starts now.
No funny business, Buster.
I don't understand any of it, but I guess she knows what she's doing.
I think I got it.
Time's up. I'll take your papers.
Let's see. Wait. Because this will do a
No
draw.
surprises here. Queen Odina has delivered
not.
a clear
We have to
and
switch
correct
them, I'm
answer
guessing.
with a step-by-step proof. Mr. Threepwood has drawn three
yeah.
straight lines, and a
So we have to switch them.
Quinodina is the winner.
Better luck next time.
Yeah, because otherwise he doesn't understand any of it, so he has to literally switch the papers. Thank you for the hint there, Kintron.
I will return in 20 seconds to grade your papers. Your time starts now.
It kind of makes sense.
Time's up. I'll take your papers.
Oh dear. All this for a key.
I am most surprised by this,
Oh
but
no.
the evidence is clear. Mr. Threepwood is the winner.
But how is that possible?
Poor woman.
Clean living, regular exercise, and a brain like a mountain.
Dense, motionless, and shaped by erosion. You can see the difficulty I'm having.
Easy.
Better luck next time.
Easy. And so...
Citizens of Bermuda, Mr. Elaine Marty, a.k.a. Guy Bruce Threepwood, has somehow successfully bested our beloved Quinodina at all three of our traditional challenges. We are gathered to complete an orderly and peaceful transfer of power.
Oh no. Which one should we say? Should I sit on the throne or something? Will there be food that isn't raw fish, or can we transfer the crown first? I've got things to do. 1, 2, or 3, my dear scholars. Oh, excuse me. Gintron says 3, which is very much the most straightforward answer you could give. Dr. Zadium says 1. Should I sit on the throne or something? Ooh, we'll need a tiebreaker. What say you, my dear scholars? 1, 2, or 3? Jewelry Jelly says 1, so 1 it is.
Should I sit on the throne or something?
There are some customary vows.
Vows? Nobody mentioned any vowing.
Will you faithfully uphold the honor and dignity of Bermuda in your every thought and deed?
Okay. Sure.
Sure.
And will you promise to enforce and obey the laws of Bermuda?
I'll just do 3.
How many of these vows are there?
Not many.
Fine, I'll do it.
Do you swear to defend and protect the people of Bermuda, sacrificing your life or limbs if necessary?
Should we do 1, 2, 3, or 4, my dear scholars? My life, this is starting to sound like a trap. Okay, I guess so. Or when do we get to the part with the crowd? What say you, my dear scholars? Sorry, girl, I missed the question. The question is, do we want to defend? Will we defend Bermuda? What was it? Something about defending Bermuda with all our life as well as our limbs, or something of that nature. Basically, it's asking us to sacrifice our life for the island, if necessary. So the choice is my life, or this is starting to sound like a trap, or okay, I guess so, or when do we get to the part with the crown? So 1, 2, 3, or 4. Kintron says 1, Siren Girl says 1, alright.
My life?
Or limbs. Don't forget the limbs.
Oh dear.
This is starting to sound like a trap.
It's just standard contractual language.
Fun.
Okay, I guess I'm in.
And will you gracefully accept all challenges to your hardiness, your
fun.
seriousness, and your intelligence?
Which one should we do, my dear scholars? 1, 2, 3, or 4? No problem, gladly. Is there a flex time option? I have other commitments. Or how about if Odina stays queen and I just claim the crown? Kidtron says 3. Siren Girl says 3, alright.
Is there a flex time option? I have other commitments.
You may sleep between the hours of 11 and 4.
Really? 1 or 2. Oh, alright. Or how about if Odina stays queen and I just claim the crown? 2. Not surprised.
How about if Odina stays queen and I just claim the crown?
The crown is the property of the queen.
Nice try.
Oh, alright.
Oh, alright.
Very well. Citizens of Bermuda, your new queen, Guybrush Threepwood.
Congratulations. If you want my advice,
Give me the crown already.
I hope you like spending all your time doing the 3 challenges. Because that's basically what your job is now. I'm off to write my memoirs.
Whoa. Yeah, oh, dear. I think we better get out of here.
Your queen.
1, 2, or 3. I've decided to reshape the government as a worker-owned collective. I've decided to abolish the monarchy and fail of total anarchy, or I want to tell you that we're all queens in our own special way. Sarah Girl, well, time to hit that old dusty trail. I mean, salty sea. Basically, yes. Oh, Guybrush. Oh, you're in trouble. Kidtron chooses 3. I want to tell you we're all queens in our own special way. Oh, it makes me laugh so much. You know what? Siren Girl says 1. I've decided to reshape the government as a worker-owned collective. Okay, we need a tiebreaker, my dear scholars. What shall it be? 1, 2, or 3? Excuse me. Well, this honestly isn't the worst thing Guybrush has done. I mean, there was the time he stole a man's monocle and then lied about it. That was something. 1, 2, or 3, my dear scholars. We need a tiebreaker. Times 8 says 1, so.
I've decided to reshape the government as a worker-owned collective. That's why I've symbolically destroyed the crown. Why don't you all take a key? You get a key. And you get one. And you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got places to be.
And we destroyed the entire government for our own wants and needs. Meanwhile...
So, the Swabby says, the mop or the bucket?
There are so many other things I could be doing right now. Why is that spell taking so long?
Relax. Lila knows what she's doing. My mother always used to say, good pizza takes time.
Okay.
That's idiotic.
Are you insulting me or me mama?
Yes. Now this seems worthwhile.
Music. Yeah, well... How many keys do we have, anyway? I think we can leave here. Okay, so we now have... Well, we've been on Terror, we've been on Scurvy, we've been on Melee. We haven't been to the Drift ship. Let's take a look at that.
Ahoy!
Oh!
Ahoy!
Okay.
Ahoy!
Ahoy!
Well, this is interesting.
Permission to come aboard.
Afraid we can't let you do that.
Permission to come aboard, sir.
This isn't a protocol issue.
Although we do enjoy a good protocol.
Are you going to let me talk?
What?
Apparently, that's what you enjoy doing.
There's been a deadly scurvy outbreak
Oh.
on the ship. We're under strict quarantine, so we don't infect others with this deadly
You
pathogen.
can't get scurvy. Scurvy's not contagious? Okay, so I don't think scurvy is contagious. Where'd you get that cool flag with the hole? You should try limes. They help prevent scurvy. I have some exciting scurvy news for you. Read this. Or bye, don't let the scurvy bite you. Which one should we do? I'm thinking either... Which one? I mean, this is actually quite a lot. The scurvy news, lime. Oh my goodness, there's so many choices. Scurvy isn't contagious. The scurvy news, limes. Well, you know what? I think it will let us go through multiple ones. So let's start with the first one and go down, because I think you could do multiples.
I don't think scurvy is contagious.
You don't know that. My best friend's uncle's gardener's dog says it is.
Well, if he
It's a
says it's
scientific
true, then it's
Oh,
true.
don't try to snow us with your science quackery.
Okay.
If scurvy wasn't contagious, then only one person would
Sandgirl, it
have
really
it.
isn't. Scurvy is a dietary issue. Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah. Although limes don't actually help you with scurvy. Lemons do. Limes actually don't help that well.
You should try limes. They help prevent scurvy.
Where did you hear that?
Is that more of your science mumbo-jumbo?
You need to leave before you catch scurvy.
Fangirl, most fruits help. Yes, yes. Some are better than others, but...
I have some exciting scurvy news for you. Read this.
Oh.
Saber fruit, the new amazing miracle fruit.
Oh dear.
Regrows hair, removes belly fat. Oh, also cures scurvy. Fantastic. Have you got any of these miracle saber
We
fruits?
do.
Sure thing. Right here. These little green guys.
You're sure there's no science in them?
You won't find a whiff of science.
Oh no.
Bite these, and welcome aboard.
Well, that worked.
I'm sensing a generally negative attitude directed at visitors.
You have the deductive power of a cantaloupe.
It's an old flag with a hole in it.
Ooh, can we take it? I guess that's what we want, since he mentioned it.
I'm sure they won't miss one little flag, but I'd also rather not ask. I'm sure they won't miss one little flag, but I'd also rather not ask.
So there is nowhere for us to go on the ship.
I'm sure they won't miss one little flag, but I'd also rather not ask.
Well, that was quick. I think that was our quickest find yet. Meanwhile...
It was a priceless cultural artifact, handed down through the generations. He smashed it to smithereens before I was even out of the building. To say nothing of the government, which is now in complete turmoil. The people have no idea what a worker-owned collective even is.
I'm very sorry for your loss. Losses.
Judge Plank said he had a wild look, like something was trying to push its way out of his head through his eyes. Sane people don't look like that.
That's... I don't know if that does follow for... Okay, so we have to find a place to go. Oh wait. I think, can we look at
This is certainly exciting.
Shut up, Murray.
It's got 15 little marks along the edge, and there's a hole in it.
I know there's something we're supposed to do with this. 15
Are
little...
we lying in wait or just waiting?
Murray, I'm trying to think. Oh.
The hole shows the exact location. I'll mark it with an X.
Okay. Time Sage, didn't the pirate leaders have a flag like that? I don't know. I can't remember.
I'm not even mortal, and I'm feeling the minutes tick away.
Okay, Murray, we're going out. Okay?
I long for the day that our roles...
It's chained to my ship. Watch out below.
Time Sage, in hard, you need to find 3 of those flags. Ah, interesting. So in this one, you only have to find the one. 2 minutes later. And there's a timer for our breathing. Which we used to be able to hold our breath for 10 minutes, but we're on the older side, so now we can't do that. Oh.
Ooh, it's beautiful.
Oh.
It's shiny.
Oh. Wow, we just destroyed a absolute beautiful ship.
I'm not superstitious, but I've seen one too many angry ghosts. I better split.
Yeah, but Eyebrush has just destroyed everything in his path, isn't he? Meanwhile...
Did I ask you to give the prisoner a drink of water?
No, Captain, you did not. I was acting on my own initiative.
When I want initiative, I'll ask for it.
Of course, sir.
I need you to be a team player. And right now, the team is focused on one thing. The secret.
The secret.
Yes, sir.
What is it? Out with it!
Well, it's just that some of the crew have been talking.
Tell me already!
The feeling is that the secret is not really a team goal. It's been suggested that you think that securing the secret will help you to win over Elaine Murray, which,
bad
frankly,
guess.
sounds kind of deluded. It's not realistic, sir.
You are not to mention Elaine in my presence, and do not presume to know what I am thinking.
Sorry, Captain. This will be the last time I bring it up.
Yes, it will be.
Someday.
Okay, so do we have all of them? Do we have all the keys? Let me check. To-do list. How many keys do we have? I can't remember who stole Wendy's stolen gold key. I think we can ask again. Hopefully, because I can't remember.
Hi.
Hey, boy.
Oh, there we go.
Remind me who took your key?
Some stocky little ghost pirate lady. I didn't recognize her.
Oh. So we have to go find them.
I've got 4 golden keys.
Good for you.
But you be careful.
Remind me again what you know about where the golden keys might
Just
be?
where's
Well,
the
the mean little ghost lady got mine. Old Mrs. Smith had one. I guess she'll have willed it to someone in her estate. There's the one Bella Fisher had. Must be at the bottom of the ocean now. One somewhere on Bermuda.
We got those two.
And one on Terror Island. Not much chance to collect them all, so it seems.
So I think
Oh, I'm sorry
we
to
just
hear
have
about
to
your
get that
key.
last key.
I hope your luck is better.
See you around, Whitey.
Most likely.
Which I cannot remember where they are.
Wally? What happened here? Wally's shop has been ransacked. Wally, can you hear me? Are you okay?
Obviously not. I mean, we
I
saw
guess
him.
he's not here. And he's probably not okay.
Oh, that's our fault, isn't it?
I don't know what this glow means, but I bet it means LeChuck. Or Madison. Either way, I'd better find the keys soon. I'd need a lot of keys to open that.
So I just need the one. I don't even remember where they are. Not on Terror Island, are they? I don't think they're on Terror Island. I'm trying to remember where they would be. Are they on Terror Island? Don't think they are. Yeah, no, they're not. They were on a cliffside. Yeah, maybe it's best we don't go here. Oh.
Where is everybody?
Flambe's up in the crow's nest. Odds are he's sleeping. Iron Rose said she was running an errand. The rest went with LeChuck on that other ship.
Would that be Captain Madison's ship?
I think that's right.
Interesting. Has Iron Rose been back to the ship?
She did come back for a bit, yeah. She was in a hurry, went below decks, then came right back up and left again.
Very interesting. Don't tell LeChuck I was here, okay?
Don't worry. I wouldn't want to risk making him that angry. He gets a bit, scary.
Finished the new book yet?
No. As far as I can tell, it has no end.
That would be an excellent book to read.
Better off that way.
It's fantastic.
Hang in there, Bob.
Still not funny.
So we have to find where they went. Well, I'll say this, I'm kind of stumped for now. So I think before, because once we get to the last key, it's going to go into the end game. I think we'll stop here for now in the game. And we will continue this next time, because I feel we are getting really close to the end game. And I think I'm getting, my energy's waning just a little bit. Well, Let me make sure. Okay, so that's worked. So I want to make sure we saved. So we're gonna quit, and I'll see you all in the chat area. Quit. Okay. Curtain, and I shall see you all in chat. Oh, my goodness. Oh, well, that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun coming back to this, and coming back to being with all you lovely scholars. Yes. And I'm so glad that we could have some new faces here as well. Have you all, I wanted to ask, have you scholars been enjoying me playing these point and click adventure games? I mean, I wanted to see if you wanted me to do some other kinds of games other than these. I personally have been having a blast playing these old and these new point and click adventure games, but I've been wondering if you have been enjoying them as well. Kintron, they're good. Well, good to hear. I'm glad. Dr. Zame, yes, they're fun. Well, good. I always want to make sure that it's something that you scholars will enjoy as well, and not just me. Yes. So, let's see. So, well, as you can tell, I am a bit weary from today. So, the rest of this week's schedule. So, Thursday, we will be reading, well, first off, I should mention, it was January 1st, was also Public Domain Day. Yay! Which meant 1926, 27, I think it's 1927, is now officially in the public domain. And to do a little delayed celebration of this, Thursday, I will be reading some Sherlock Holmes. In fact, I'll be reading one of two Sherlock Holmes stories, which is now finally in the public domain. With this, all of Sherlock Holmes is now, I don't want to repeat myself, in the public domain. And I thought that might be an excellent way to celebrate it. I will be reading several stories, but the first one will be one that has just gone into the public domain. And I am really excited to read it, really excited to share it with you, and I hope you really enjoy it as well. And then next week, we will be doing more Return to Monkey Island, and more than likely, I feel we will be finishing it off, or at least very close to it. Looking forward to that. And then next Thursday, barring some situations, we will be starting up a new novel reading. I have a novel in mind. I will announce it on Thursday. I just want to do some double checking on it to make sure it will work for us. But I am really excited to read it. And so, let us see. I think it might be a good time for us to end our time tonight. Let me double check something. Okay. And it looks like Sophia Ignace is streaming. She is reading the first book from the Hardy Boys, which has also gone in the public domain this year. Oh, really, really exciting. So I think we'll raid her tonight. So, I say unto you, my dear scholars, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, till we meet each other once again in the study. Take care, farewell, and I shall see you next time. Bye-bye. Densuo, isn't Mickey Mouse going public domain 2 this year? No, not yet. I will explain that next time. See you all later.